Alright, we're going to start with lesson 1.9 that is on page 39. Now remember, you can stop, pause, rewind, review the lesson at any time. So our essential question is, how can you use the strategy? And the strategy is solve a simpler problem to help you solve a division problem. So what we essentially want to do is turn a division problem into smaller, simpler pieces so that we can solve a much larger division problem. Alright, so now what I want you to do is get your math journals out. You can pause the video while you get your math journals out. We have a math composition book, or you can just get regular lined paper, okay? And we're going to take some notes right now. We're going to actually take some notes. Alright, we're going to have some goals for this lesson. And our goal is to follow Mr. Morales and take notes on what he writes down in the videos or in the YouTube video. And then raise your hand or send Mr. Morales a direct chat if you have any questions. And the last thing is to complete the task that is assigned after the lesson. Those are the three goals for us for today. So now let's go watch Mr. Morales' YouTube lesson. Okay, he recorded a lesson. It's going to be on YouTube, and he will send you the link. All right, we have chapter 1, page 39, and it's lesson 1.9. Okay, we're going to focus on the first part, unlock the problem. So now we're going to be working on some word problems for lesson 1.9. And in the unlock the problem, we start with the problem, and it says, Mark works at an animal shelter to feed 9 dogs, and so since I see a value here, I'm going to go ahead and underline 9 dogs or circle it. To feed 9 dogs, Mark empties 8 18-ounce cans of dog food into a large bowl. So 8 18-ounce cans of dog food. So now we have these dog food cans. We have 1 can, 2 cans, 3 cans, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 cans. And each of these cans has 18 ounces in them. So 18. So each can has 18 ounces of dog food inside of them. And the ounces are like the pounds, or they're called ounces. And that's the quantity of dog food that's inside there. If he divides the food equally, so now he's going to divide the food. So divide the food equally among the dogs. How many ounces of food will each dog get? We're not going to use a graphic organizer because this is something that I don't really care for, and I think that we should just go and analyze the problem. Alright, so for this problem, I'm going to list important information. List important information, okay? And I'm just going to put info. So as I'm listing the important info, one of the pieces that I think is important, or that I know that is important, is that there are going to be 9 dogs. Okay, 9 dogs who get fed. So 9 dogs who eat. 9 dogs who are going to be eating. Okay? We also know, and remember you can pause this at any time, that we have 8 cans of dog food. And we also know, the last thing that we know is that each can has 18 ounces of dog food in a can. So here's the important values that we know. Now what do I need to find? I need to find, what I need to find is how many ounces of food will each dog get. So my question is, how many ounces of food will each dog get? So how many ounces of food will each dog get? We know there's 9 dogs, okay? and we know that there's 8 cans, and we know that there's 18 ounces in each can. All right, so here's the important information, and I just tidied it up, made it a little bit nicer. We know that there's 9 dogs, 8 cans of dog food, 18 ounces in each can, and we want to know how many ounces will each dog, or how many ounces will each dog get. Now, we're very good. We can solve division problems. We've been practicing them, even with some, questions with burritos or tacos or brownies or whatever it may be. So for this problem, we're going to start off with multiplying a couple of things. We first want to find out how many ounces do we have total. So how many total ounces do we have? How many total ounces do we have? Okay, and now that we know that we have 8 cans, so it's 8 times 18 ounces in a can. So we have 8 cans, and we have 18 ounces in each can. Okay, 18 ounces in each can. So basically this is a multiplication problem. 18 times 8. And when I multiply, remember you can pause this at any time, I start by multiplying the ones place value. So I'm going to multiply 18 times 8, and 18 times 8 is 64. So I'm going to put a 4, and I'm going to carry the 6. Now the next thing I do is I multiply the tens place value. So 1 times 8 is 8, plus 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 14, and my answer would be 144. So I have 144 ounces. Okay, now I know that I have 9 dogs. So there's 9 dogs, and we have 144 ounces. So now we're going to use this and create a division problem. 144 divided by 9 is what we end up with. We get 144 divided by 9. Now, when we did our division problems earlier, we did 9 times 10 because we knew that there was 90. So we're going to pull out 90. Okay, we're going to pull out 90, and we know that that equals 9 times 10. So the only value that we really want to worry about at this point is the 10. Now, when I pull out 90, that means I still have some left in there. So I have 144 minus the 90 that I pulled out, okay, minus the 90 will leave me with 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 9, I have to borrow. 14 minus 9 is 5. So I'm left with 54. Okay? So now what number, 9 times what number equals 54? So I know that 9 times 6 equals 54. And so this is the value that I want to worry about. And I know that these two values I'm going to add up. So these two values I will add up, and my answer would be 16. 10 plus 6 equals 16. So that means that each dog will get 16 ounces of food. So each dog will get 16 ounces of food. This is my answer. Each dog will get 16 ounces of food. All right, we're going to continue with another example from page 1.9. Now remember, we can pause at any time, okay, and we can continue, pause, review, and all of that. So for this problem, it says Michelle is building shelves for her room. Okay, she has planks that are 173 inches long. So here are the planks. She wants to cut them into 7 shelves of equal length. The plank has jagged edges, so she will start by cutting 2 inches off each end. How long will each of the shelf be? All right, so for this problem, we know that she has a plank, and here is a piece of plank. And we know that it's 137 inches. But we also know that she wants to, or that she has to cut 2 inches off of each end. So she needs to cut 2 inches off of this end and 2 inches off of this end. So if she's cutting 2 inches off of this end and 2 inches off of this end, how many inches is she left with? So 137, and if she's going to take 2 inches off from this end, okay, she's left with 135. And then if she's going to take 2 inches off of the other end, she's actually left with 133 inches. So she's left with a board that is 133 inches long. Okay? Inches long. Now we know that she wants to make 7 shelves. Shelves are little things that you can put stuff on. She wants to make 7 shelves, and then she wants to find out how long will each shelf be. So she wants to make 7 shelves. 7 shelves out of the 133 inches. So we'll start with the 133, and we're going to divide that by 7. So we have 133 inches, okay, and 7 shelves, or cut into 7 pieces. And so now that we have a basic division problem, something that we've been working on for the last few days, we end up with 133 divided by 7. So now when I have 133 divided by 7, remember, I'm going to see how many 70s I could pull out, because I know that 7 times 10 equals 70. So I want to see how many 70s can I pull out of here. Let's go ahead and pull out our first 70. All right, and we know that 7 times 10 equals 70. And the value we want to worry about is the 10. Okay, now what am I left with? Now I'm going to take this, and since I took out 70, I'm going to have 133 and minus out 70. And so what am I left with? 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 minus 7 is, we can't take that out, so we're going to have to borrow. 13 minus 7 is 63. So now we're left with 63. And our divisor is 7. So remember, it's not going to change. It's 7 for both of them. 7 times what number equals 63? Okay, 7 times what number equals 63? And I find out, and knowing my math, it is actually 7 times 9 equals 63. So the two values that I have are 10 and 9. I'm going to add those two up, 10 plus 9, and I get 19. So that tells me that each piece, each shelf would be 19 inches long. Each shelf will be 19 inches long. Alright, now that you saw me solve this problem, and I did it on a separate sheet of paper, I want you to go and I want you to try numbers 1. Okay, I want you to try number 1. You could solve it in this area here. I want you to try number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 4. Okay, I just want you to do numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 through 4. That's all I want you to try today is numbers 1 through 4. Alright, so here is the assignments for today. You're going to make sure that you watch Mr. Morales' lesson on YouTube, lesson 1.9. He will describe the task for today in the lesson. Solve problems 1 through 4 on page 41. When you're done, take a picture of that and send to Mr. Morales in a direct chat. And then the third thing, when done with solving number 1 through 4, log into iReady and complete a MyPath lesson. The numbers 2 and 3, actually all of them are due today, and some of them can be done during independent work. Alright, if you have any questions, please send Mr. Morales a direct message. Thank you.